club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, turn me on.
Hello and
Hey,
good morning.
here we are. How you doing?
I know, Tuesday here.
Did you think we weren't coming?
Well, it's a Monday, really, right?
It really is. Yes, it really is Monday.
Like, getting going this morning was so painful, and my body is like hateful.
Mm-hmm. Really?
So sore. Well, I'm like suffering.
Were you busy this weekend?
Yeah, just a little. Just doing a couple of things.
Yep.
I did thankfully get to go and sit in a hot tub and a nice pool and ambulate my poor aching joints and
Yes, I saw
bodies.
that.
Thank you very much to Sandy, our mermaid over at Thumbtastic, for allowing us to do that, because I was like, I don't think I'm going to move tomorrow. I think I'm going to be seized. This is how I live. I know, frozen in time, but we got it done. So hi, welcome. Buenos dias to you, Miss Cindy Collings. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. We're live from Mashpee TV. Oh, I didn't know you had a hot tub. Well, I can be swindled at any point.
I was going to say Stephanie's coming.
Post a market to go and rest my aching
We have a
joints.
hot tub at the Villages too.
Well, I haven't had the invite to the hot tub at the Villages
Okay.
yet.
All right.
And I feel as if, since I'm setting up their tent for the next 26 weeks,
You should be able to go to the
I
hot
should
tub.
be allowed a special pass to the Villages
I think so.
to go ache my ailing body.
There you go.
I'll definitely be over.
The pool opened this weekend. And it was really kind of too cold to go in.
Yeah.
I mean, the water temperature was okay, but the outside temperature was like, I don't think so.
So
I
what'd
would
you
have
do?
gone in, but I couldn't interest anyone else. So.
No, nobody else wanted in?
Nope. And of course, the teenager was like, "Ooh, it's cold."
Well, that's a whole different story now.
3 years ago, it would have been, "Oh, come on, Papa, let's go."
Yeah, they don't care when they're little. They're blue. They're
Right.
immune to that
Oh,
weather.
right. Now she cares.
My kids both have already been swimming in the pond.
Very
They've
good.
already been outdoor swimming. Don't care.
Good. So it changes. When
Not
they get older,
ocean
it comes
swimming.
back. No, I'm not a big fan of ocean swimming either.
Well, my son was supposed to lifeguard, and he
That's
was like,
right.
he didn't want to do it if he couldn't just get the pond. He was like, oh, I have to go in the ocean. No, thank you.
Did he get the pond?
No, that you have to do them all, or
Oh,
that's
none.
it.
Oh.
So if you need us, let us know. He'll do
Right.
the pond.
We'll do a swimming pool. You know, get a little kiddo party or something.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's lifeguard certified, CPR certified by the Red Cross. He'll save your life
Right.
for sure.
Mhm.
Boy can pick me up and lift me down anytime. That's not
Yep.
easy.
Yes. And I'm seeing more of those haircuts now that you
Oh my God.
now that you talked about them.
The giant llama puffy, whatever it is going
Yes.
on. All the boys have it.
Yes.
It's like a baby fro.
We went out for ice cream last night and Smitty's, and the boys who were doing the ice cream, we went, "Oh, look, there it is again."
Yeah, that's Cody's favorite now. He's obsessed because his buddy works over at Smitty's. So he's
really?
like,
"Oh, Smitty's has great
wanna
ice
go.
cream."
want to go every weekend. Even during the week. He bought it last time, Mr. Tips Pants over there. So I was like, well, if you're
Wow.
going to take me out to ice cream, I'm going to go. Good morning, Corrine Susan. Hi, Mari. Good morning to you. She said, the Jets are magical. Put me in that.
Yep.
I could use a hot tub time machine right now. Go back to when I should be enjoying my youth, because right now I'm just broken. It was a very busy weekend. Shout out to our friend JT. Posted a video of him singing Blame It on the Rain with Topher Ross, and also Brian Morrison of the Barnstable Police. Went viral, was on the news over the weekend.
Yes, I saw
Quarter of a million views that they've had, just getting ready. They said, not all the fun as with the kids at prom as
Right.
they were entertaining the Barnstable High prom. Very cute, very fun video.
Yep, it was. It is.
And also one of our board members on the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce. So we take credit for you, JT. While you're out and about, you can also give him a vote in the Cape Cod Best ofs. We have probably 35 businesses in the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce that are members that are up for Best of right now.
That's excellent.
It's pretty incredible. We've got some amazing people around town. So definitely give our Mashpee businesses a like while you're out there voting for all your other favorites. There are a lot to choose from, but please choose our businesses here in Mashpee. So yeah, we're at Mashpee TV. My house is still... It's condemned.
But you still have hot water. But
We have hot water.
now.
We have hot water now. Our freezer is broken.
No.
So that's exciting.
You're kidding.
No, it is apparently time to replace all of our appliances.
You know, you've been talking about doing that. Redoing the kitchen and
Yep.
everything got to go because you want to do it
Friday,
before
it no
breaks.
longer worked.
I'm sorry.
So, I mean, well, it makes sense. It all went in together,
Right. So yeah, it's all going to poop out.
right?
together.
It's all
Yep.
going to just junk together. So I'm
Yep.
like, damn it.
Yep.
Why?
Well, we got a kitchen guy. He did our kitchen in about 6 days.
You're done. You're in.
The only thing we're waiting for is the countertops, but they have to cut that stuff and everything, so it takes them a little longer. But the countertops will be going in, I think, in a week. But the kitchen itself is all done. The only thing we don't have is we don't have a sink because the sink goes in with the countertops, so we can't use the dishwasher.
So you're
But-
not done.
No, but we've got the stove, we've got the microwave, we've got the
The
fridge,
big stuff
the big stuff. That's all. We're pretty much good to go
and
if we-
functioning.
if we choose to. Now, see, this is when we should be able to grill.
Right.
So we could grill.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, we can't grill.
Yeah, that's right. The villages are not allowed to grill.
No, a lot of places aren't being allowed to grill anymore. So,
But you have that beautiful magical pool and hot tub. So
yes, we do.
in the
Yes, we
cold
do.
weather.
And there are grills there.
Well, it finally warmed up yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Nothing says New England like 30 degrees outside on a Friday with the wind driving rain.
Yes.
I'm just like, oh man. I rolled into the Mashpee Commons. I didn't know if we were going to get our block party out,
Right.
but we ended up probably seeing, I want to say, about 800 people.
That's incredible.
I personally talked to 300 people as we were giving out gift cards every half an hour.
Very cool.
So they had to show me their receipts. So I touched physically 300 receipts. So I
and
mean,
they'll never be the same again.
no, sorry.
You've been touched by a Stephanie.
That's it. This is how I maintain my immune, apparently. Crying out loud. The pollen's got to go, though.
Oh,
I'm not here to complain at you. You are all well aware of what is happening and falling from the sky. So between the cicadas and the pollen right now, I think we're getting great videos in social media.
Some of the houses with the cicadas on them, man, it's disgusting.
Oh, Ted Murphy posted that photo of
Oh,
Rah
Ted
Rah's
Murphy.
house, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
gross.
poor Ted Murphy. The writer's shack got flooded again.
Yeah. Yep.
There's something about that corner where he is in Falmouth that when it rains, the drainage doesn't work and it rolls right down into the writer's shack.
Yep. The worst.
Yep. And he's pulling up carpet and all of that stuff.
The amount of things that have happened to that shack, I'm telling you, trees falling on
I know
it,
it.
wind driven. Like it's like my house right now. Oh, what's broken today? You should have seen my husband yesterday.
What do you do?
Well, the house is clean.
Okay.
Thankfully, we cleared out the guest bedroom because my daughter's moving into it. I said,
When's
this
Kenzie
is
coming?
not for another week and a half.
And you
2
ready
weeks.
already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty ready for that.
Good.
Well, I spent all day yesterday. I wanted to like go and relax. And I was like, oh, I have the day off. Well, what am I going to do with my day off? We're getting this house together because I can't live here anymore. So I did about 17 loads of laundry. I cleaned out my freezer.
Uh-huh.
We do have a backup freezer. So it's not like we're without.
So that's
We had
good.
already had a backup freezer anyway.
Right, so you
So
didn't lose anything.
no, nothing was lost. It was like all like junk that should have been cleaned out a long time ago. So I was
Right.
like, fine.
Ice cream that had this much ice.
Yeah. Just like dumb stuff.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All of the freezer packs and
Yeah.
a couple of things of frozen vegetables that were already half open or used. Like
Yeah.
it was not anything. I think we lost one piece of fish from Chatham Harvesters and we were sad about it. But
See, I wish we could have bought fish on Sunday,
yeah.
but we can't. We
Oh, you
can't
got
do-
nothing going on.
Can't do anything
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it. You know,
Yep. So
because we can't wash the pans or whatever. So it was like, I could really like some scallops, but we can't do anything with them.
I spent the day yesterday clearing it all out. I hung out with Lily. We went to lunch together. That was lovely.
Da-di-da, where did we go?
We went to the Raw Bar. I've been waiting on this lobster roll all season long.
Really?
They open at like the end of March.
Yep.
Somewhere around there. And I've been
Right.
like trying to get there. I tried to go on Mother's Day and they were just jumping. They were busy. So yesterday the cafe was open. So I was like, we'll definitely get served today. So her and I had my lobster roll.
Good. Go now before the touristas come.
Yeah, right. It's we were full this weekend.
Yes, we were. And I
Full.
don't want to hear anybody saying nobody came. They
Right?
did. See the traffic on the bridge that everybody was squawking about? It happens.
Oh yeah, that was it was very weird because after farmers market on Sunday, went for a little soak. I even threw myself. We went to TPL, Trading Post Lounge, right by the bridge.
Really?
Not busy on the roads.
Yeah.
So everybody was where they were going and
Right.
staying there. It wasn't until yesterday where the backup, obviously, the bridge.
Why do people who live here get so upset about
You
the traffic
know when
and the
it's
backup?
happening.
You know, if you've lived here more than 20 minutes, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just
Somebody
calm
was
down.
like, pack your lunch. She'll be there a while.
Okay, we know that.
Or just wait it out.
Yeah.
Go do something else. There's plenty of things to do around here.
Well, it's the one thing Mario always says when you know we see the traffic all backed up and everything, and it's a gorgeous day. If we were down here like on vacation or for a weekend, and it was a nice day the last day, we wouldn't leave.
Stay all day.
We'd
Exactly.
stay. We'd go to the beach. We'd stay at the beach, or we'd find something to do. We wouldn't go tearing off Cape at noontime if it was going to be gorgeous all
And
day
then
long.
complaining that you're stuck in traffic.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. There's no shortage of stuff to do. The season is on.
Yep.
And we are in the process of that shift from one set of stuff that's wrapping up to the next set of stuff. We got a brand new trivia tonight. We're going to be over at Neptune's. It is Smith Family Beer Garden, and we're going to be there every single Tuesday for the foreseeable future. So come and see us. Sue is going to be manning the show tonight. Cliff is going to be joining her for a little while
Mhm.
just to make sure she's up and running.
Good.
And when I'm wrapped up at Shipwrecked, I'll be
Now,
taking
are
that
you
over.
shipwrecked all summer long? as well?
No, I've got 3 weeks left of Shipwrecked. 3 weeks. Put it in your calendar 3 more times, and that's it. The season
Right.
will be over, and then I won't be back until September.
And the cool thing about going to shipwreck, it probably isn't as true now as it was earlier. You get to go to Falmouth Heights. There's no traffic.
Yeah,
You can stand in the middle of the street if you want.
so fun. This is like the one time a year.
So cool. It is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before it's the calm before the storm, because the
Yes.
storm is going to be hitting very shortly.
Yep.
Falmouth Road Race,
Yep.
and then the summer will be over. But yeah, everyone will be pouring in. DJ Gons is back DJing every weekend.
Mhm.
So it's starting to pick up quite a bit. And they've got shuttle service this summer,
Oh, very nice.
right?
Nice.
Because of the inability to access that area in the
Right.
summer.
Yeah.
They've got this new shuttle service and you can call for it. They've got it like geographically fenced. So you can park wherever and then get
Picked up.
brought down to the Heights.
That's nice.
They should have done this 10 years ago. They should do this after the Falmouth Road Race. I don't know
Right.
why they don't do more shuttle services down to that area.
Right. Because you can't get there. We go down there for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We have clients who bought a house from Mari, I don't know, 57 years ago or something, it seems like. And we meet them and we go down and we sit on the beach and we have dinner at what used to be, I don't know what it is now. It's still Sopranos or might be
The
somebody
Wharf.
else's, the Wharf or whatever. And then we sit and we watch the fireworks. But we have to get there so dang early
Yeah.
in order to get a parking space.
Yep.
It's like, okay, I'm kind of dressed because I'm going to dinner, but I'm going to sit on the beach for the
Not
next
for
2
5 hours.
Yeah, it doesn't,
Well, now they got a little shuttle service. So
There you
maybe
go.
that'll mitigate some of everybody's woes
yes,
for getting in and out of the area. It might be a little bit better.
right. Or we should just park at Ted Murphy's
Yeah, right.
along with everybody else.
Not everybody has that luxury.
No, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Swear that's the new reason why. I better see you this summer over at the Mashpee Farmers Market. By the way, we saw almost 500 people. We had a new surveillance cam, if you will, and we kind of did like, I know, but we were just kind of checking it out.
Cliff was watching.
Yeah, right. No, we weren't actually watching. It was just like doing head counts sporadically on the hour.
Oh, okay.
So we were able to like just test it out a little on Saturday, and then we were able to see it on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So it's just not, I got to take a head count.
Right.
I got to report.
Right. Well, it was, you missed it, folks. I mean, there were the farmers that were there, they pretty much got wiped out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, but there were all kinds of other cool vendors, food trucks like crazy.
Yeah. This was something that we really worked on over the last season to this season, was bringing food trucks. Everybody loves a food truck,
Right.
but it's so hard to assemble them.
Mm-hmm.
Just given the cost for the food trucks, the time that it takes them to prepare, the cost of food, but we managed to get them there, and we've got more to come that you're going to be seeing throughout the season. Clam Man has a brand new truck that is going to have lobster rolls every single week.
Boy.
Yeah, we really got to, and we're changing the layout a little bit. We worked out a new layout last week. We're going to work out some of the bugs and just figure it out, because we had twice as many vendors and twice as many people.
There was more room, and we were probably halfway up the green.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So psyched to have everybody with us this season. I know it's going to be a big one. We've got 3 more farms that are going to be coming next week as food is becoming, I think it's really funny when everyone's like, well, where's the food? And like someone was like a little bit angry with me. And I was like, the food that is out right now, this is New England. You do realize where we live.
Right.
And what is out right now is either greenhouses grown in the house or is brought in from another region.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have very much stuff right now.
Yeah.
Greens, microgreens, some mushrooms went like crazy. Our Bay State mushrooms. So excited that Zach was able to join us. He's a brand new firm. He's an engineer. He quit his everything and put it into this mushroom farm of his.
Really?
In Carver, Massachusetts. And he's been slowly trying to just get his food onto the Cape and meet with restaurants and have home delivery even. So it was really cool to sit there and chat spores with him.
Right. and anybody who had food, the scone ladies, I waited because I thought Mari was coming. I wasn't going to get my scones until Mari got there to make sure
and they were gone.
And they were gone.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh my God, I didn't bake enough."
Poor little Ron. Ron was like, I was cleared out in 40 minutes.
Right.
40 minutes of all of his greens and all of the stuff that he had been growing. And the hammets will be there next week. We've got a new farmer that's coming in from Raynham. We'll have Tony Andrews. The strawberries are almost there, but we haven't had any sun.
No. Well, maybe this week.
I know. Between yesterday, I was like, oh, it feels warmish. We're almost there. So yeah, Lily and I got to go to the raw bar, sit in the sun, and soak it up for a little bit. And that was really nice. The whole weekend ended up being really nice. I feel like I didn't get much done, but I did so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're always doing something, so you probably don't feel like you do anything because you're just always doing stuff.
Right? I'm always working.
Right, always working.
We are looking for 1 or 2 more great people.
Off.
Now, we're looking for. I wish I could apply that to the gym like it's supposed to be, but I feel like I did enough physical activity to. I don't know how our farmers do it.
Oh, I don't either.
I know they've got tractors and people and volunteers, and I know our friends over at Farming Falmouth do a really good job. But man, my body is tired.
I bet.
I don't know how people do this. Bet. I said, I just need to get into the swing of it. Even Lily yesterday, my back. I'm like, you're 19.
You're 19. Stop it.
It doesn't get easier.
No, it doesn't.
Our question of the day today is, if you had your own personal on-hold music, what would it be?
I Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish.
That's it? You'd sit there and just listen to it?
That's my favorite song. One of my favorite songs of all time. I could listen to that all the time.
Is there one tune that you could listen to forever and ever and just like let it happen? For me, it's the Pink Pony Club. I'll play it over and over. I play it once an hour during gigs right now. I love it.
See, I'm looking for something more timeless than the Pink Pony
I feel
Club.
Like it's going to stay. It stayed around for the last year. Who knows?
Speaking of tractors, Sandwich Police.
Oh,
They're back.
crazy crime time. Allison, good morning from Rockport, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Drop in the chat wherever it is that you're listening to us today
Yep.
from.
They apologized, first of all, for not posting the previous week. And then they said, so that means there's more stuff this week.
Oh, all right.
For example, a caller reported a raging fire behind her home. She assumed it was the farmland that abuts her property. Officers arrived to no fire, just a large orange tractor working the field.
What?
A call was received for a man unconscious
Smell fire.
in his vehicle. Officers got to the man who was alive and quite well. He was just hunched over, looking at his phone for directions. Excuse me.
This seemingly
Directions.
happens more often than not.
Yes. Sandwich Police Department was dispatched after a woman was spotted trying to retrieve a stuck debit card from an ATM with a pair of pliers. When officers arrived, the bank was empty. Apparently, the woman had given up on her DIY banking skills and disappeared.
Whoopsies.
The ATM, however, was still showing out of service, and the card remained lodged inside. Bank security was notified. And then just all kinds of calls about, people reporting large and loud parties, and then the police get there and
It's Memorial Day weekend. Large and large parties.
right, and then there's nobody
It's graduation
there.
season. It's going to be that way for the next 3 weeks. No cicadas yet in Brewster. So says Susan. Good morning, David. Gloria. Phew. Name it. We are stepping up our game. Crazy Frog by Axel. You could listen to that over and over. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I would too.
Good morning, Miss Sandy. Hello, Jay Dean from Cape and Islands Produce. Your daughter crushed it over the weekend. Very excited to see her. We were busy over at the farmer's market for sure. And she's got the young ones working just
Yes,
like
she
we
does.
do.
Yes.
Lily did a really good job her first market, I think.
Yes, she really did. She really, really did.
She's got to work on it, but somebody tried to drive on the grass and she immediately was out there. Terry from the town, well, she's retired now, but Terry started laughing. She's now of Kiwanis, but she was just like, oh, she's got it. She's going to get it. She immediately went over and was like, nope. The guy dropped his box and Lily's like, whatever, that's the rules. Read your handbook. And then went back to the back. And I was like, yes.
Oh my God.
She is going to handle it. Poor Emily, our office manager, was taking a back seat because she's very pregnant, ended up in the ER over the weekend.
No, what happened?
She's got a lot of stuff going on, and it's just, I think it's nerves and not, but she's good. Baby's good. Things are okay.
Right.
I just felt really bad. It's just a stressful time of year for being pregnant.
I would guess. I wouldn't know about being pregnant, but I would imagine it's stressful.
I'm trying to think, is there any summer I had May babies? May. Cody was the only one that I was pregnant with over the summer.
Right.
And I was large and in charge. That boy was massive. I was massive.
Gee, that's a stunner.
I know. And he was sideways the whole time.
Oh,
I still
wow.
ran the Falmouth Road Race pregnant with him.
You did?
Yeah. August, September, October, November. Yeah, I was like 6 months pregnant when I ran the Falmouth Road Race.
Good for you.
One of the final times.
Uh-huh.
I think next year I'll come back out of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
I've been dusting it off a little bit and here and there running, although it's some hip flexor issues. But Jim Kiley from the Boys and Girls Club is like, next year. And I keep saying, yeah. But maybe this year. As in like 2026.
Or next year.
Not this year. She ain't happening this year. My knees are still a little meh. Listen, I did the ruck race. I did one round. We'll talk about the road race. Because what happens when you run the Falmouth Road Race without the shuttle, no Rosie Ruiz is here, you have to do probably 2 miles of walking before.
Oh.
Then you do the race, and then it's probably 2 to 3 miles afterwards because you can't park anywhere near anything.
Oh.
So at the end of the day, you're like a 12-hour day, a 12-mile walk.
Yeah.
You feel like you spent the day in Europe. You're exhausted. Speaking of which, my son saw a photo from our last summer when we got to spend a whole month doing exactly that. And he's like, Mom, I was so thin. I said, we did like 30,000 steps a day.
Oh, yeah, because you guys
and
were
we were
walking everywhere.
backpacking.
Right.
We were humping and schlepping our shit all over the place. We're crying out loud. We're not live on MASH TV, but we'd be allowed to let that slip a little. It's cable TV. Thank you very much for Chris Ball for putting up with us. He stopped over at the market.
Yes, he did.
Picked up my wayward son on the way to the market.
Yes, he did.
We are entering hanging out with our friends time.
Really?
This is new. He's a sophomore.
Yep.
I think that kind of happened. I got
Yeah.
a little autonomy my sophomore year.
Yeah.
We started hanging out with friends and having sleepovers and doing dumb stuff. And I was like, what were you doing? I don't know. Hanging out in the woods.
Hanging out in the woods.
He looked like he was hanging out in the woods when he showed up on Sunday morning to lift things up and put them down. Hey, he showed up for work. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. I'm appreciative of it.
Oh, okay.
What else we got for crazy crime? Any other fun stuff?
Oh,
or are
let
we
me
done
look.
with
They
it?
have a full docket here of just all kinds of, let's see. New week, new trash talk. A woman reported being verbally assaulted and harassed by her neighbor for putting garbage in the dumpster at their housing complex. The self-appointed dumpster defender refused to believe the woman disposing of her refuge was a resident.
I've never seen you here before. Why are you using my trash?
Officers mediated the situation. An apology was offered when it was confirmed the woman using the receptacle was entitled to do so because she lived there.
Listen, this is my trash too. Back it up.
Oh, here's another one. A caller reported a sus vehicle parked at the adventure playground with a male operator laying in the back seat. Officers responded and found that it was a sleeping child. Nothing nefarious here, just a tuckered out tyke.
Right? Kid's tired, sleeping over here. Good morning, Carolyn. Thanks for joining us. Emily said she's been in a parking lot looking at her phone before and somebody knocked on her window to make sure she was okay. There was a video yesterday that went viral out of Providence where a woman was pretty much nude running up 95.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, yeah. I'll find it and send it to you.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
but it was a truck driver that was like, are you kidding me? She doesn't even know where she is. This is broad daylight. This is like,
I mean, she wasn't like legit a runner who just underdressed.
oh no.
Oh, she was
No. She was out of her mind.
Oh,
It was right around exit 3.
okay.
And the guy was just like maintaining distance, but also blocking her from
Right.
like being hit by a car, another one, until
Okay.
authorities could come to her rescue, making sure she was okay. But oh yeah, I was watching it going, are you kidding me right now? Broad daylight. Here we go. It's crazy town. Mary Lou Retton had her own little crazy town over the weekend.
She did, and we're a little old for that, aren't we?
57 DUI, West Virginia. Why is she in West Virginia?
I don't know why anyone would be in West Virginia.
I kind of like West Virginia when I'm visiting my uncle. It's really nice, cute. Check in, beautiful farm, lovely sunsets.
Look at the trees, look at the mountains. and
Right,
then-
right.
well, the mountains that are still there if they haven't been already cut down to get coal.
There's
Yeah.
still mountain mamas out there. We're
Oh, yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mary Lou Retton, but she had a tough weekend for herself.
Yeah.
So
Don't want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
You're too old. Really, you're too old. Just like Bill Belichick.
what's going on over there? You've been
Well,
a little critical of Bill's
the story
relationship.
is he's engaged now, and
Yeah.
I certainly hope that's not true.
Why?
Well, see, he's my age,
Yeah.
and if there was a 24-year-old girl who took a shining to me, I would be flattered for sure.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as it would go. I mean, I don't care how mature, how wise beyond their years they may be. 50 years is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, for somebody who's our age, Bill Young would be like 40, and that's a 30-year difference,
Yeah.
but not 24.
The marriage portion of this relationship is what's throwing me a little bit.
Yeah. I hope it's just one of those vicious rumors. Apparently, his previous girlfriend, Chris was talking about this before we left today. The big gossip in Nantucket is Linda Holliday, who was Bill's previous longtime girlfriend, is not very happy with Jordan Hudson.
Well, that island is small.
And they all live in a house owned by Bill.
Yeah.
The previous Mrs. Belichick lives in a house that Bill owns, and Linda Holliday lives in the old house that they shared. Now he's got a new house with Jordan.
Very interesting, Bill. Keep them all on an island. Exes are here.
I wonder if Lenny Clark has anything about this in his routine.
Well, Lenny was around over the weekend.
Because he and Bill are buddies.
Yeah, I told you my one encounter with Bill Belichick. He wasn't very nice to me.
I'm reading his book, though.
Yeah.
And The Art of Winning. And it reads in some ways like every other business book.
Yeah.
Because every other business book is essentially the same. Just different buzzwords for the same things. But the stories he drops in between, that's what's interesting.
I would like to think that his regular personality is that of which that we saw at Tom Brady's roast.
Or we saw on TV. That is apparently his regular personality.
Yeah.
But then he's got this, Groucho Bill personality.
Oh yeah, that I met him. That's the one that I met when I was on Nantucket at the White Elephant. To be fair, I wasn't at my best. I was leaving a wine festival. I probably wasn't very cute when I was asking for photos. He was like, absolutely not. It's like, whatever. Rude. But I'll not forget that moment. That is for sure.
Well, you met Bill Belichick. I mean, how many of us have it? We saw Bill Belichick once at what's the Mexican restaurant in Hyannis?
There's a few. Anejo, San Diego's.
We were sitting at the bar.
Mi Casa. There's Mi Pueblo.
Yeah, no, San Diego's. We were sitting at the bar having lunch, and Mari kept looking over, and over in the corner there was this guy who, God, looked really familiar, but she couldn't figure out who it was. And the long and short of it is, when he left, the bartender who we know came over and said, that was Belichick.
Ah.
But the deal is, when he went there, he got a seat in the corner. It was him and Linda. And they didn't acknowledge that he was there.
Yeah.
He would pose for pictures, sign an autograph for whoever was waiting on him.
Yep.
But that was it. And then he would leave. And then people could say,
well, it was a big enough space. And you know what? San Diego's does have that back entrance and exit. So it's a way to get in and out of there without getting too much fanfare.
Right. And the interesting thing about it was a day when it was in August, he canceled practice. And the Boston media was absolutely in a twit trying to figure out why Bill canceled practice.
Didn't want to.
And there he is in San Diego's having a couple of margaritas with Linda Holiday, getting ready to go over to the
Their
island.
fried ice cream is great. I had a dream about it the other day. It's been a while.
Fried ice cream.
I love it.
Okay.
There's something, I haven't had it in a while. I would love it, but try not to have all of that. Yesterday, I was at Roach Brothers getting a few things, and got suckered at that key lime pie that they make there is ridiculous.
Really, I love key lime pie.
It is homemade key lime pie, and it's a problem. And I brought it home, and I went to go have a slice of it, and half of it was already gone. My son had already demolished.
You know, the other thing that's good that they make there is the strawberry shortcake thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
They either put it in the cups and you can get it individually, or you can get various. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so good. So yeah, I had myself a little slice of key lime pie yesterday. That was my Memorial Day treat, along with my lobster roll. So I was like, there you go. And I tried to get everybody in the family to get up and go out, and nobody did. The boys were doing stuff. Cliff was building a shed. Nothing more fun than watching some human put together a shed with Chinese instructions. That nothing fits the way it's supposed to fit. All of the washrooms are like upside down. Everything's not where it's supposed to be. And my husband can pretty much fix anything.
Right.
We have just basically spent all day yesterday, and he did just like the outside perimeter. And then it got too dark for him to see, so he couldn't do the roof. But he was just, I've never heard so much swearing. Remember the scene from that movie with Gene Hackman? Or not Gene Hackman. Who's the other one that wrote? It's the movie that plays post Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas. You'll shoot your eye out. What's the one?
Oh,
A Christmas Story.
okay.
So the one who wrote A Christmas Story, drop it in the chat if you can remember what it is. But he had written it. This was my husband the entire day, screaming like the Bumpus's dogs. Only it was absolutely about this stupid shed. So I don't know how long the shed's going to last, but good morning.
I hope it lasts for a while.
Yeah, right. Me too, because stuff's got to go in there.
What's going in the shed?
Outside lawn stuff, and also all Christmas stuff.
Okay.
Get out in the shed.
Your Christmas stuff, not Christmas market stuff.
Christmas market stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no other place for it anymore.
Okay.
Now lives there. My Christmas stuff, I have like one bin. We don't have that much stuff. I'm those days are gone, Hank. Mari said, let's talk about who got the Lifetime Achievement Award last night and closed the show better than any of those youngsters.
Rod Stewart at the American Music Awards last night. I was asleep.
She's obsessed.
Yeah, well, she has her, her thing about Rod Stewart. He's almost 80, I think.
Well, she's got a type then.
Right. And he says as long as he feels well, he's going to keep performing.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does, as opposed to poor Billy Joel.
I didn't know that you can get hydrocephaly like as a grown adult, like as old. I thought it was something that you were like born with or like an injury occurred. I didn't realize it could like just come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it has something to do with his performing and being on stage or whatever that he's gotten it. But he's 76.
Yeah. Yep.
A youngish wife and young kids. Billy, go hang out.
I know. Go enjoy your life. You don't need to tour
been,
as much as we love your music.
You've been playing Piano Man for whatever. There's a great story Jim Gaffigan tells.
Thank you, RTB. I needed you right there. Gene Shepherd. It was Gene Shepherd.
There you go.
Yes. We're screaming about the Bumpus's dogs. This is Cliff in the damn shed yesterday. I had to leave because I was laughing. I wasn't very helpful. And he was like, I thought you were going to bring me home food. I said, no. I said, come with me if you wanted to eat it. I ended up making them food anyway, but I felt really bad. Mm-hmm. And he'll be at it today if nobody interrupts him. So he says.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have any other work to do?
No, just, putting together the radio station. That would be nice.
Okay.
That would be good if that was functioning.
New carpet? No. I thought he said the other.
That was the plan.
He was going to put down new carpet and everything.
Yeah, he's got a to-do list 7,000 miles long. Okay. This is the problem with someone that is really proficient at fixing all of the things. Mm-hmm. When you need something fixed, everybody goes to him. Okay. And so then that makes the queue a lot longer.
I see.
So now I don't ask him for anything and I don't get anything. It's fine.
Yeah. That way you're not disappointed.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's all about your expectations. Right. And I've recently had none. Like, I'm just going to get it done and do my best. This is all I'm doing. I'll just be over here coloring.
Right.
Everything's fine. I'm fine.
Just when I hold up the glass of wine, just come around and fill it for me. And
everything's fine.
And I'll be fine.
That's it. So yeah, Billy Joel's no longer touring. Phil Robertson passed away.
Yes. I was surprised he was 79.
Why, you thought he was older?
I thought he was younger for some reason.
I thought he was older.
I don't know why, but I thought he was younger.
RTB had texted me. He was like, Phil Robertson. And I told Lily and she goes, oh, he's real old. I'm like, he wasn't that old.
To Lily, everyone is old. She probably thinks I'm real old.
I ought to be young again.
I ought to be 19. No, I wouldn't want to be
No, I wouldn't again. Either, right?
Nope.
That was like some of the toughest times of your life. 19 to 35.
Not a lot of fun. I mean, my wife got married. That was really cool. But some of the other stuff that went on is like,
a lot of drama there.
Yeah.
I did see that vitamin D slows down your aging. Everybody stuck up.
And how's that supposed to work?
I don't know. You just take a ton of vitamin D and apparently it slows down your aging.
Okay.
I started taking a ton of vitamin D for everything just because I felt like it made me feel better.
All right. It may be too late for some of us.
Go big or go home. Get that vitamin D in.
I'd have to take it by the...
Huck says he's got some big news to share with us, so I'm looking forward to it. Whatever it is, Huck, I hope
it's good.
Yeah, you book a time on the show. I promise I won't cancel you this time. Mari said he makes me smile. He closed with Forever Young.
Oh,
back to our Rod Stewart.
Very good.
He looked better than Elton John, who was out there ping pony clubbing it with Chapel Rowan. And I looked over and I'm like, what are they doing to Elton John? Leave him alone.
I thought he was blind.
He probably is.
Or is that just a thing that he made up?
I don't think he can even walk anymore.
No, I don't think he can either.
I mean, he looked tough 2 years ago when we saw him on stage at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and he was probably about 3 feet away from us. And I was like, he was having a tough time getting on the stage. He was having a tough time getting off the stage. Not like Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson was carried by like 2 other humans, put on the stage lovingly, and then removed. Yep, played, sung, was wonderful, and then picked up tiny little man. Taken off.
Well, Elton's no kid either. See, that's the problem with these guys. None of them are young anymore.
They're addicted to the rush.
Right. I mean, I wonder, I'm sure none of them imagined that at the age that they are, they would still be heck alive, never mind performing.
So you think that that's their drug that keeps them going, is that being that stage performance that
they can't stop, they can't give up.
I can't get the endorphin rush that I used to. Need to get in front of 1 million people and perform.
I mean, Elton John retired. Wasn't going to do anything anymore. And like the next weekend, he was down here in Chatham. I think, right after he quote unquote retired.
Well, he's not opposed to getting a couple of $1 million to just pop up somewhere. What the hell else is he going to do?
You know he needs it.
Right. Why not though?
You can never have too many millions.
He's got little people.
Yes, he does.
He's still, he's making sure that they're all set.
No, his husband is younger than him.
David needs his millions.
Right.
And what the hell is Elton going to do? Sure, I'll go to Chatham and make a few $1 million.
Sure, I'll stay at the Chatham Bars Inn in some swanky room. And
you're not slumming it.
Right. Exactly. Look out at the ocean and play 3 songs and stand there with Tom Brady and whatever he did. And
good morning, Chocolate Nana. I heard that you guys had a wild, great time over at the Oyster Fest in Wareham. Also a ton of people. Yeah, I definitely don't want to hear that people were hurting and there aren't people and there weren't tourists.
No.
Because we definitely had day trippers.
Yes, we did.
And I think that is going to be the tale of the summer. I think we're going to see a lot of Boston, Providence day trippers and less Connecticut, New Yorkers that are staying longer periods of time.
Well, I think people are still operating on what happened last year when people who had properties for rent jacked up the rent so high that people went up.
Yep.
Nope. So maybe that's why we're getting the day trippers, and hopefully the folks with property to rent have kind of come back down again.
And I know it's a little scary
not COVID anymore, guys.
Well, it's scary to some of our renters. I know a few of our friends have some openings that they normally would never have openings in their rental situation or their rental schedule, or some of the B&Bs and places in Provincetown, Chatham, all of those areas. So definitely take a look. It might be nice to have an opening every once in a while in case you do, in fact, want to go enjoy another space on the Cape.
Right. And I think the other thing is people from Canada aren't coming in the numbers that they have had in the past.
Well, I mean, if you're relying on people to rent those spaces to be able to cover your expenses and you're seeing opens and gaps in your programming, that's a little scary to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do have they will be filled. I really do think that they will. I think it's just going to be a last minute situation. And sorry, if you don't like gambling, it's just going to be the way it's going to be this summer. And we're going to have to roll the dice and hope for the best.
People are going to look at the weather and go, you know what? Okay.
That happened to us. That happened to us with a lot of vendors. I think a lot of them are like, if it's going to be nice. And then we had a lot of last minute interest too.
Right.
So that was a little bit frustrating trying to make accommodations. It ended up working out because we had other openings. So we shifted and made it all happen. But I think that is going to be the way it's going to be this summer. If the weather is going to be nice, we're going to be jumping.
Right.
And if it's not, then we're going to hurt. So
well, you've got that big tent now, though.
Yeah.
And you can put people in there.
Well, not just us. I mean, just tourism in general this summer. Yes. I think that's how it's going to flow. We'll have to see what's going to happen there. Carnival week is open. How does that even happen?
Where in PTM?
RTB says his Carnival week is open right now.
Wow.
So if you've never seen it, I definitely suggest that you book this weekend because his spot is right in the middle of all of it.
Really? When is Carnival week?
So it is the second week of August.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere around there. It's kind of like the height of the summer for Provincetown. I think that there's one more good big week after that, and then it's over. It's usually around the same time as road race weekend.
Okay.
So it's like the Cape is so full that weekend.
Right.
Like if we broke off and just started floating into the ocean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't necessarily be a bad
so
thing
full.
either.
We're so full.
Set up our own little thing here.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Did you see that Freddie Mercury has a secret daughter?
No.
Or this is what they think?
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's real or not, but
Well, I mean, he was originally straight, or he was. I whatever. I mean,
I
but
don't care about any of
He
that.
did have a longtime girlfriend, and he was exclusive with her for a while.
Yeah.
Before he decided that wasn't his preference.
I wonder if she gets residuals. I wonder if why
Wow.
she's just remained in hiding forever.
Oh, but it's not someone doing a money grab. It's someone who.
No, it says a bombshell new biography of Freddie Mercury reveals the existence of a secret daughter. The book Love Freddie tells the story of a child who was conceived accidentally during a fling with the wife of a close friend in 1976, a year after Bohemian Rhapsody was a hit.
Mhm.
Her existence was known only to Mercury's closest circle, including his parents, sister, and the rest of the band members, and the love of his life, Mary Austin.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. That's why I was thinking about Mary Austin, who was the love of his life.
Yeah. That's kind of awkward.
I'm
when you
surprised
had,
he didn't
you
have a
know,
secret daughter with her.
with babies with your friend's wife.
Yeah, that's a little ticky-tacky.
Well, it was the 70s. So
True, I guess. I don't know. And the guy probably left her alone with Freddie because, well, Freddie, he's not going to
he's
care.
nobody.
Ain't nobody. He's not a threat to me.
August 9th through the 16th. So if you're looking for a place to stay, I'm telling you what, this place is magical. Just perfect for Carnival and taking it all in and just being one street away from all the crazy, but being close enough to the action to walk there, which is nice. Chocolate Nana, I need to sign up. I was worried about the sun and chocolates melting. We've got plenty of tree coverage. So let us know before it
Yes.
gets a little bit crazy. We'll be able to sneak you in. And I would love to see you. And also, I might need to take you up on babysitting the market. Reach out to me. There are like 2 dates that we need covered. So if you could help us out, I will pay you for that. Thank you very much. I know you had expressed interest. So not that you don't have anything else to do.
No.
Give a busy person a job. They'll get it done. I've been saying it over and over, but it's absolutely been the truth.
Which is why you keep getting jobs, apparently.
Apparently. I'm trying to slug these off. Our next big thing that we're working on right now is La Tavola. And that is coming up the first week of August.
We already have our tickets.
It's Italian
And
dinner.
we're bringing people.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
We're stepping up the food. We've got fabulous entertainment, like world winning entertainment.
Good.
Whoever knew that there was a worldwide, what is it? An accordionist
Mhm.
who has won three-time world champion.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm impressed.
Right. Well, we'll have to see it for
Right,
yourself.
yeah.
But if you haven't,
I mean, accordion is not one of my favorite instruments to hear.
but the way he plays, I guess, with
Okay.
Aaron, who has been entertaining many with his Italian tenor
Mhm.
for many, many years. Apparently, it's just chef's
Okay.
kiss.
Okay.
And with the cost of it, it better be. Like how much? Okay.
Is there going to be like a little hat when all of us go to Tavola if you want to add a little
No,
more?
but- maybe. Depends on the state of affairs.
Wow.
I know they're gearing up for the long table dinner in Hyannis, and the price tag on that one, say $250 a person.
That's not that Tavola's less than that, right?
Oh yeah, $75.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
$75 a person. It's affordable, it's fun, and it's a great fundraiser that we do. So we would love
Right.
for you to join us.
Right.
That is
And
August
thank
1st.
you, Father Healy, for donating the parking lot.
Yeah, right. I gotta
Does he
double.
come?
I don't know. I've never actually been.
Oh,
I've only set it up. I've only done the grunt work. I do
all
the
right.
blood, sweat, and tears of putting out all the tables and
Okay.
chairs.
All right.
400 tables and chairs
Wow.
when it's like 80 degrees outside. You know, it's a
Yep.
lot of fun.
Yep. Chris will know. Does Father Healy go to?
La Tavola.
I've never seen him. Okay.
Maybe this will be the year. You're gonna have to talk to him,
Right. I think we're going to have to recruit him to come.
right?
Indeed. He likes to cook. I mean, he's a baker, I think.
He doesn't like to cook, I do know that.
Yeah.
And apparently he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hired. I'll talk to him, see if he can work with our friends over at Pink Door.
Right.
There's 400 people to feed for crying out
Right.
loud.
Pink Door is excellent. Wow.
I'm very much looking forward to working with Matt this
they
year.
did the scholarship dinner at the Villages,
Yeah.
and the food's just marvelous.
Was it good?
Yeah.
What'd you guys end up having?
We had chicken, lemon chicken,
Okay.
and pasta and a nice salad and all of that. It was very nice.
Because I know that over at the Villages, you guys love your Italian dinners. I think you have them monthly.
Yes, at various times there seem to be Italian dinners. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
It's hard to keep up with what goes on at the Villages. There's a lot.
I
there's a
think
lot
your
happening.
activities committee very on the ball. They're moving and shaking,
Oh yeah.
making
yeah.
sure there's always something going on at the
Right.
Villages.
I mean, we're still working, so we don't partake of a lot of the stuff that goes on. But were we not, there'd be all kinds of things to do. Except ballroom dancing at 4, I refuse.
No, you're not doing it.
Not gonna
Come
do it.
on.
Nope. That is
Boo.
that is giving into.
Can we
old
do a
age.
Dancing with the Villages at the Stars? I mean, Dancing with the Stars of the Villages.
I want to know. I bet they could.
Wouldn't that be a fun fundraiser? Yeah, I like that.
No.
I still like our other fundraiser that we were talking about, the meatball off, the ball off.
The ball
So-
off. Yes.
I think we need to gear this up.
Yes. Now that you head to the chamber, come
Right.
on.
Guys,
You can
I've
do
got a
this.
lot of great ideas that are bad ideas. Balls of mash pea.
This has so much potential. As long as people understand it's a little
Right?
tongue in
Small
cheek.
balls, biggest ball, the
Right.
sauciest ball.
Everybody makes meatballs. I mean, my goodness.
Don't steal my idea. This is going to be ours. It's the balls of mash pea, and you can't have it.
Right. Right.
But this in no way, shape, or form represents anything to do with Chris Ball of Mash Pea TV.
Right.
These are all Stephanie's bad ideas.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I think there's a clever way to do this.
I think it's fun. We're doing it. So I know I do have a tent right now, so we
Right.
can't do it.
Right. Instead of a chili fest, have a
It's the best balls of mash pea.
balls of mash pea.
We're going to have to work on some phrasing a little bit, but let me know if you
Yeah.
want to be on a committee because we're always hiring. Oh my God. That's it. That's my trademark. Yeah, right. When life
Right.
gives you lemons, get tequila. I love it.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much, Chocolate Nana. She says, I just love what you're doing at the farmers market. We appreciate it. We had some amazing wellness programming. We'll have some more every single week from our friends over at the center. And it's going to change every single week. So there's going to be a cooking demonstration, a kung fu demonstration, a movement. And I'm going to.
Chris got rolled by Bree on
Oh,
Sunday.
that is so wonderful, isn't it? Bree does the best rollouts,
She does.
right?
Yep.
Are you still working out?
I am kind of. I mean, she's given me some exercises using my golf club, so
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
Ah, there we go. I forgot it was golf season.
Golf season. I played yesterday
And
at the Villages. Had a couple of my buddies come over.
I love how he said I played yesterday.
I played.
Just
I,
left
I,
it.
I not
What about the new clubs, Hank?
the new. It's not the new. I mean, it's just. I just didn't do well yesterday.
I hate when that happens.
That's all. I had fun. Nice to hang out with my buddies and all of that, but could have done better.
We are back up and running on Lemonadio. What have we got coming up for lunch break this week?
Well, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so it's where did they get that name from?
And if you've been enjoying this little segment of our show, where you been? I very much enjoy it. The random of names and how people got the names of their bands.
For example, Foo Fighters.
Hmm.
Foo Fighters is what pilots called objects they could not identify during World War II. Things who were up in the air with them and they didn't know what they were, so they called them Foo Fighters.
Very interesting. That and more you can find lemonadio.com.
Yes.
Download the app. Alexa, play Lemonadio radio. All you have to do is enable the skill. And we're on Roku TV, so you can put it on in the background while you're doing some fun other stuff and just take in the sounds of our show. We have doubled our listenership in the last year, which is really exciting.
That's tremendous.
Yeah. And I give you credit for it.
Oh, thank you.
Putting forth some amazing programming, and,
We have a new show coming.
yeah, we're working on a smooth jazz show.
Yes, our friend Michael, who has the voice, is going to be doing smooth jazz on Saturday. I cannot think of a better combination. I'm not a fan of smooth jazz myself, but I mean, I like enough. But Saturday night, smooth jazz, and Michael just has that smooth jazz voice.
It's mood music. Take from it what you will.
Right.
To Saturday date night soundtrack.
Right.
Or post date soundtrack, rather.
Right.
How about this?
Yep.
Ashby, show us your ball.
Chris has been working on this. Mashpee, show us your balls. We're working on, it's a little corny and obvious, but we're working on the tagline for this fundraiser that we're doing so that people can showcase their best meatballs.
Right. Like a chili fest, only a meatball fest. It's brilliant.
I love this.
It's brilliant.
It is happening. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're looking for something to do, we've always got that for you. Lemonade.com. And we've got events on Cape, which has grown over 10,000 people. We have almost as many people as the Mashpee Message right now.
That's great.
Sharing our events. And it doesn't matter what walk, what town, what it is. It just has to be an event. So stop putting your fundraisers on there.
But if you want to join, please make sure you've posted within the last, I don't know, year. I ditch people all the time because all of a sudden someone asks to join and they haven't posted in 3 years. And I'm like, no.
Well, maybe they're not a poster. Like my husband's there on social media,
Well,
but he doesn't react to anything.
I'm suspicious of those, Facebook pages where they haven't posted in 3 years, and it's this picture, that picture, then it's this picture again, then it's that picture again.
Yeah.
That's a fake page,
Yeah.
and we don't want them on that.
Yep. I agree.
Because we don't want people then scamming into all the people we have
Yep.
on our page.
Yep. That is true. We do have a great group of people that police it, if you will.
Yes.
And I get notifications, inboxes, and the likes of this is definitely not, you should
Right.
watch this. Watch out for that.
And don't forget Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else.
So many great food items that I love some of the dishes over the last week.
Yes, people are just great. They really, really are with the stuff they're doing.
When they get involved with
Balls. Yeah. Right.
Absolutely. There we go. Co-sponsored by Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else. What do you think, Mari? You in on this?
Oh, don't want to miss out.
Oh,
Yeah, right. I'll be over at Shipwreck tonight. We've got 3 weeks left, so come and enjoy it with us. 7:00 is our time. We've got a brand new trivia over at Neptune's, which is Smith Family Beer Garden in Hyannis. That kicks off at 6 p.m. Sandy is going to be moving and shaking her maracas to her fabulous tunes over at Bailey's for some music
and
bingo.
she does shake her
She
maracas,
does.
apparently, from the videos that I've
God
seen.
wouldn't have given you maracas if he didn't want you to shake them. Don't you understand that?
I was never given maracas, so no, I don't understand, but that's okay.
Have a great day. We'll see him right back here tomorrow at Mashpee TV. If he lets me in. Bye.
Bye, kids. See you at noon.
Like, I don't know, Chris. Oh, and if you made your Facebook in 2025.
now we gotta do it.
How are we
Yeah,
going to do it? Oh, absolutely.
I hope we got balls.
I think it'd be, seriously, I'm just going to sound bad. I think it'd be huge, but
We got to work on the vernacular.
the vernacular of it. I mean, but seriously.